Raider scum to the next episode of Let's Build a Settlement here at the Tenpines Bluffington or something. Yeah, we're making some pretty good headway here. We got the startings of our general store up here, complete with a merchant and some fantastic cabelins and some glard plowers. And yeah, we got ourselves a nice wood walkway, which normally I don't kind of call out negative comments, but somebody had made a comment about my wood walkways here, stating that it's a waste of resources, etc., etc. Nobody would ever do it. And, well, here you go. Yeah, see? How do you like them apples? So, like I said, normally I don't call this kind of stuff out, but when something's so blatantly obvious like that, it's, you know, it is what it is. And there's no hate. I'm not trying to, like, pick on you, make fun of you, or start a fight or anything. Just, you know, it's a game. We're here. We're having fun. And, yeah, as you can see, they did that for Diamond City. Almost the same exact design, which is sort of what I'm kind of basing it on. So, and it's all just in fun. You know, there's no need to get all bent out of shape and be one of those actually people. So, hopefully, there's no hard feelings. And let's go ahead and jump right into this. Let's see, what am I doing here? No, not those, not that. Miscellaneous. So I've been told the barrels, not barrels, but the wooden crates and nets and stuff is, yeah, these dudes are actually vanilla. And I've also seen that, there we go. I got a unanimous vote to kind of just fill this in with junk and whatnot. So we're just going to kind of do it. We don't need to have buildings everywhere. We can throw some rando stuff in here. Yeah, maybe this is where they put all their junk that they don't care about. And I'm going to assume that this is vanilla too. If it's not, I apologize. So, what else can we throw over here? No, that's too nice. Oh, we're at the end. Alright. Let's see, we got, no, we don't want any of those. That's a little too much. Yeah, let's put a garbage can over here. Why not? I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time just decorating here because I normally save the decorations for the end. So we're just going to kind of put some of this stuff here to kind of get it started. Let's move this guy over just a little bit. There we go. I like that. We'll bump that up. 1 or 2 spaces. Nice! One, two, because I think we're losing some details and it's a little too far down. Cool. Alright, so we'll deal with that for now. Now, I do have a really fun idea with this here that we gotta see if we can put this into, I don't know, make it a reality. Let's start with, let's come on down here, and how am I gonna do this now? Because I want to, again, try to keep with my whole grid thing that I got going on. So let's start with, no, let's start with a stairwell. So, but I might scooch this on over after I get some things settled. So for now, we'll start with that. And we're gonna need, let's see if I can make these work. I don't think, I don't know if these snap to this. Can you just snap? You are fantastic. Now you're gonna be, as we can see, a little too low. So we're gonna have to do some playing around here, and I can't really lower this because of that. We're already digging into the ground, and that Brahmin's kind of getting on my nerves. So, we can get around that with some other stairs that will not snap now that I'm thinking of it. So, let's come back into this for a second. We'll go ahead and stick a floor in place so that we can get to that grid that we want. Do just a smidgen of cheating to kind of bring this... Oh, fudge! What are you doing? I hate when that happens. To get this up to where we want it. Of course, it's got to sit on top of the walkway on the train. Awesome sauce. Alright. So there we have the startings of something. And let's see, what do we have for stairs? Too big. And you're gonna stick down through the bottom. Just get rid of that for now. So, actually, we can make that work. And change our stairs. That to something different. Maybe. That might be a little... I don't know. Let's play around with it. Let's get a section of floor. Yeah, moo moo moo. We get it. You make noise. Shut up. Alright. And let's put you here. And that sort of works. Not 100% sold on it just yet. We're going to need another section of floor. No, that's roof, dummy. And let's see. Ooh, that works. So we can do something like that. And then we'll take this guy out if we can. Oh no, it's stuck. Ah, that's okay. But I don't like it, because the stairwell just doesn't do what I want. So, let's look into other types of things. What do we got in the scaffolding? I know there's some pretty neat things in here. Aw, really? You're not gonna play nicely? Oh, moo yourself. Man, that thing's annoying. I'm like half tempted to just like delete it right now. You guys need to like get out of here. Take that thing with you. Yeah, see, everything's just not the right height. I mean, I suppose I could use something like this. And then we'll just have to change this guy out so that that's a bit more hidden. I think that might be what we do. Of course, I need to straighten this out first. And do that for now. Whoops, wrong button. We'll get rid of that. And I guess we'll have to come back into here and use, yeah, one of these dudes. Like that. And then we'll have to see if we can hide the rest of that somehow or something. Again, we gotta scooch this on over. That looks better. Mucho better. Alright, so now we got some stairs coming up here, but of course now the stairs don't have any railings, which I like to have railings, but we're kind of stuck with what we got. And I don't think I have any slanted railings in place. I mean, yeah, obviously these come with railings. Could do that. Actually, you know what? I got an idea. Hang on. Let's do that. Come on in here. Shut up! Cow. Yeah! I kind of like that. Alright, so we can get rid of that. And we can actually scooch this in, I think, so it doesn't take up as much space. So we're going to use the pole slash, yeah, the post slash mat glitch and do that. Now we got the startings. Sweet. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up here. Excelente. Alright. Now we're cooking with some bacon. I love bacon. I don't know about you folks, but I love me some bacon. Alright. So, let's go back over to the warehouse. Because, yes, the little metal dudes. Really? Did I turn? Oh, yeah, I turned that off. Put one there. One there. There. Maybe. I'm going to start with that. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then we're going to switch over to some of the wood ones so that it looks a little more janky. We just kind of like grabbed whatever we could find to make that work. We're going to do the same too as we build this thing. So we're going to extend out this way up and over that thing. But now we got a new layer. Ooh, can't build too high. Can't go too high either. Now, do I want to keep this floor? I think I kind of do. Maybe for once we'll actually use all of one type of floor. Ooh, I like this one better though. It's much raunchier looking. Let's start with that. And I think we're only going to go... Do we want to go... It's going to be really close to that one. Do we want to do that? let's do it for now. Let's see what we got. And we'll come out this way for now. Yeah, kind of like that. This is kind of big, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave that exposed the way that it is. I think. Yeah, maybe. And then, yeah, we'll have to stick some posts down over in here. And this is kind of neat. It's gonna kind of create this little thing here. Ooh, I wonder if I have one of these that has a side door. We can have a little backyard back here. You know what? Let's do a quick save. S.C.R.A.P. Alright. Now, before we go any further with this, let's check that to see if we have something that fits in. And maybe we'll use a different color, too. Maybe we'll get a little crazy. I could always put something like that in. That's gonna be like extend too far. Let me turn my auto exit off just so we can work with some angles here. So if I take this guy out and let's take that guy out for now. Ooh, right into the fence. It's just a smidgen too long. Dang. I mean, I could always adjust the fence, I suppose. No, because I am right on the border. Damn. Dang, dang, dang. Let's see. No, and these don't have any side doors. They just become too darn long. I mean, if I did like the partial section, there's no back door, unfortunately. Shoot! I don't want to scooch this all forward because we're already like pretty far into it. But I might have to. No, because then that's going to really things up. Or is it? Alright, let's... We did a save. Let's do a new save, just in case, and let's play around here. Let's see what I can and cannot do. Let's take that away. Let's remove this for now. What I want to try to do is select the whole thing and hopefully not... Oh, yep, do that. Okay. Let's take that out. And let's try that again. Nope. They're all too close. Okay. We gotta take that out. Take that out. Oh! Yeah, that's our problem there. How are we gonna do this? What are you doing back there, buddy? I haven't even built the backyard yet. We're still trying. Okay, so... we might have to just do this piece by piece since we've already done this much. Oh, that's gonna mess up my whole stairs there, too. Alright. We're gonna go back to... that one. No, there we go. Hey, I actually just bought one of these. I got it in my closet. I'm gonna be redoing my office, the room that I'm in now where I play my games. And I'm going to be displaying that bad boy. Got the case and the game and everything that came with it. Okay. Yeah, so we got this space. We are going to try to figure out some way to get to it. Maybe we can door here. And this could be his backyard. There we go. Okay. We got it. I figured it out. At least I think we can. Let's find out. Let's put a door... and, oh yeah, that works. Look at that. Oh, perfect. Now you got coverage and everything. Yeah, we'll build something out there at some point. Alright. Now we got all this up here. Now we gotta figure out what the heck we're gonna do. Maybe, since I seem to be doing lots of porches and decks, we can possibly put another row out here to create some sort of half deck for this or something. So let's play around. What do we got? Yeah, these dudes. Add a place. Maybe it'll only go as far as that. I haven't decided. That's good enough for now. And let's see. We are going to use, I think, these guys here. Now, I want to change this. No. Let's just move you out of the way. Can you... Whoops. Back to here. Floor. Yeah, we're going to put one of these guys in. For now. And come back over here. Wall. There we go. This way we can have a landing so it doesn't lead directly up to the front of the house. And then we can put that back. And we'll just stick that aside for now. Grab that dude. Like so. Boom. And that gives us a whole front porch. Maybe we don't need a back one. Alright, so let's get rid of the back one. So let's... Maybe. We'll just get rid of it for now. And we'll continue on with this. Okay. We need some windows. Because I like Windows. Microsoft Windows. It's been giving me lots of problems. That's good for now. For that... It's exactly the same. No, they did kind of change the glass on them a bit, so... You know what? Maybe we'll do that to kind of break this up a little bit, so they look a little different. There we go. I like that better. I don't like doing the same things over and over again on them. It just ends up, to me, looking like, I don't know, too cookie cutter, too boring. Do that. Nice. And, oh yeah, that brings the windows up. I forgot it does that. You know what? I see. You're probably looking at it going, hey, dummy, you should put that on the other side. That's what we're going to do. This way we can get up and over that roof line a little bit. There we go. For our windows. Perfect. Love it. Okay. Now, for over here, this is where we run into a predicament. So, for now, we're going to use some regular walls, and we're going to come out here. Kind of fill this all in. I don't care if we got holes. We're doing it. And I don't think we're going to put any windows on this side, or are we? Maybe. I haven't decided yet. If we do, let's not do a whole thing of windows. Let's do something like this, maybe. One on each side. There we go. That'll just break up the monotony a little bit. And that's a bit much for holes. I do have an idea. I wonder if... Oh no, that's not going to work. Where is it? Let's see. Really? The door's not going to snap? We can, like, put something out here. Make use of that big door. Can we get to it? Can we get to it? No, we can't. Alright. Run, little dude. Oh, of course that's going to have to open up the other way. But I think we're going to do something with that. So I kind of like that idea. And again, that helps break up the monotony so we can do something a little different. We just got to fix our door here. I do want it to open from that side, but we want the other door. I don't know which one's which. Let's go ahead and make it. Oh, for crying out loud, it's the same one. Alright. Go away. It's your friend here. Oh, see, now it's snapped. It didn't do that before. Or is this because I had the wrong door? And let's try it out. Nice. I don't know what we're going to do with that, but it's cool, so we're going to keep it. Okay. Onward. We need... We got to put this on this bad boy too, I think. Something like that. We'll figure it out. Now, let's put something with... There we go. Of course, now we got these half-wall spots to deal with. One over here and one over there. So we'll have to figure something out. And then, of course, yes, we're going to be putting some posts in. These dudes. One there. One there. connecting to each other. Excellent. And then we'll stick something over in this little cubby hole too. Do something else. Maybe we'll build another home back in there of some sort. I kind of like that idea too. Alright, now let's do another sabe. Save. Yeah, we can overwrite that garbage. I think we're gonna have to use the wooden half walls like we've been doing. So it's coming to there. And that's kind of cool. Then that just leaves a little gap up there that maybe we can kind of fill in with something. I don't think I can do that over here, though. No, we don't have the room to do that. But we can do that here, and it looks kind of cool. So we're going to leave that. Let's just make sure that this is lined up properly. Like so. Awesome. That could be like the bathroom. Nice. Alright. Now we have to figure out Rufus's. And obviously we're going to have some overlay, which is fine because we have our porch here. So we're going to start our roofs on the back line and work forward. And let's see. These have the, yeah, those. We don't want those. We want metal-y ones. Yes, these dudes. Alright. I guess we're going to have to go flat. Really? Oh, that's why I had them the wrong way. Dum-dum. Okay, that works. So we'll go ahead and lap some of these. Place. Awesome. And just like that. Perfect. Now we've got some overhang for our porch. That's cool. And actually, we don't even have to go any further because we got that little thing there. We just got to figure out a way to close that off. We'll have to get creative with that bad boy. Oh, but that doesn't really leave us any outhouses. Nice. This doesn't really leave us anywhere to put these because these go with the other types of roof. I wonder. Let's play with that for a second. Let's come back to our Rufuses. And yeah, let's put some slanties in. I want to see. Oh, that's going to be a problem there. But maybe not here. Let's try this out. Let's take that out of play for the moment. I mean, that's not too bad either. I mean, it gives us the same amount of coverage and whatnot. Let's do it. Let's get dangerous here. 10 billion interwebs, if you know what that's from. Let's get dangerous. Nice. And then we'll throw in a little bit of something here. Yeah, like that. Maybe. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Now let's come back into our walls. At least I think those are in here. Yeah, there we go. We can put this guy here. Nice. That guy there. Excelente. His little friend over here. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about that guy there. We're still playing with all this. So now we do have this that we're going to have to contend with, but that's not a problem. We're going to use some floor, something or other. No, like that to hide it. So now that we've got that, we don't necessarily need that. Oh, jeez, we don't need that either. Get down here so we can see where we're going. And get his little buddy next there too. Wait, come on. There we go. Come on. Get in there. Nice. Fantastical. Look at this thing. How cool is that? And now we can use the little cupola. I think that's what they're called, right? Yeah, cupola. You want that there? Yeah, dead center. Stick a light bulb up there later. I like to do that. Awesome. Let's check this bad boy out. So we got to fix that little hole there. We got this little toilet room here. We got a view. Look at the view, man. We can see rocks from here. Isn't that cool? And then, yeah, we just got to fix that little spot. And got that space up there. Let's do a save before I really get nuts here. And let's finish with the wall first before we go any further. Let's get our little half wallies. Wally! I love that movie. There we go. We're going to stick with the metal theme here and do like I did before in the other patch job. Patch job / hack job. Just throw 2 of those in there. There we go. Again, I use the mat or the post to do that. So, no hate mail, please. Now, railings. Actually, oh, yeah. Whatever. That's fine. I don't care. So let me see something here. Do we have room to walk up here? We do not. Dang. I was going to make like a little loft of some sort. We still sort of can, because these are quite tall walls. So let me show you how you do that. Get yourself a set of stairs, shorter ones. Need something that's like in between. Of course, these aren't going to snap. Let's try... Yeah, one of these dudes. So that one's too long. That one's like in between. We just need to get like right above the window line there. And yeah, see, that's just going to be too tall. So I'll just show you. Whoops, I don't want to do that. Basically, what you're trying to go for is to get the floor like just above this line here. And again, you can just use the post glitch in the regular unmodified game. Of course, now that's, you know, crooked, but that's fine for now. And then get some stairs leading up to it. Stairs. In this case, it's going to glitch like down below. Oh, yeah, because I have my snapping turned off, so we'll just do it for now. But there you go. You can kind of create a little bit of a loft. You gotta... It works better if it's not peaked like this, or if you can get the stairs in just the right spot. But that's how you do stuff like that. When I'm doing my modded builds, I'll usually do something similar to that, and then I'll just use a ladder to make it look like you can actually get up there and do stuff. Okay, now let's go here. What do we have? We want to do something like this. We haven't done anything like this yet. And you're not going to snap. Oh, you are! Fantastic. Didn't look like it was going to for a second there. Nice. Kind of continues on with the industrial metal build. I like it. I think I'm going to leave those railings. And then, of course, we're going to need some supports for that, so let's do a quick sabe. Creating a new one. You'll probably notice that I create a lot of new saves. That's just in case something happens. I have several backups of my progress. I've just had too many instances where things have just gone completely haywire, and I've lost a lot of stuff. So, out of paranoia, I do multiple backups. What I'm doing here is this. I'm thinking of changing my design if I can. Really? You don't want to snap to your friend here? Is it because the floor is there? Okay, let's take out the floor. Just to settle you down. There we go. I'll put you over here. And we can get rid of that. And put your little friend in here. Like so. And let's take these out for the moment. See, I like the idea. You're got that bar like right there in the center that kind of kills it. Let's see, what do we have for taller examples? That, which then becomes too narrow. Ooh, that one's not too bad. Does that fit? That is too small. What the fudge? Or there's that. Ooh, I like that one, okay. But we run into a problem again of it not reaching the ground, and then you have that because there's no, like, just general posts. like, continued on, what do I want to say? Put some here. That out. Like, just the posts alone that go up and down. So, let's see. Well, this is better. We can actually continue on with the floor level of about here. So we put this guy in place. And then throw in some floors here. That could become, like I said, we got our own little building here. Well, that might be kind of fun. What's we got? And get to a half a floor there. And, but, no, that's too repetitive. Something like that. There we go. So now we've got the building of some sort of something here. Back into our framework. There we go. That's what I was looking for. To kind of help that out. These aren't 100% necessary, because you're never going to see them. But just for shits and bibbles, we'll put them in there. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, section of a stone wall that I missed. Yeah, so that could become its own little thing and go straight back. And then again, we have another little deck, because apparently decks are my things with this build. I like that better than the other thing, the other posts. Oh, that's just the... Looked like there was somebody up in there. And then, yeah, ooh, I forgot about that. We gotta put some sort of walkout from here so that we can come down or come over this way. And maybe we'll build a whole nother big, huge layer going all up that way. I kind of like that idea. We're gonna leave the creepy tricycle. I'm gonna stick that somewhere. Ooh, we got red roaches we gotta get rid of, too. Red roach meat. You got anything? Nope. Yeah, look at that bad boy. Love it. Alright, one last thing. We'll put in some posts just to support the overhang there. And let's see. Do we want to use the wood or the metal? Or both? No, let's mix and match. Obviously not there. Ooh, is that even touching? Okay, it is, yeah. But it's glitching right through the center of the thingamabobbers. Let's check out the metal ones. Maybe they might look a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. I think we're going to have to boop them back, though, because it's still going right through the side there. And I think we can leave it at that. Am I going to trouble myself and put one here as well? We need it. Yeah, it kind of gives it a little symmetry. Okay. So, we can give some love taps to kind of do that. And again, this is the type of thing you can do with the mat and the post to place these things anywhere you want. So I'm not technically cheating with no mods. I'm just doing it easier than the posts and mat glitch. Okay. So now we need some little railings here as well. So let's go back into scaffolding. And need a little doer there. A little there. Safety first, people. Yeah, we'll put some here too. Nice. Awesome. We've got layers on layers on layers. Then our regular walkway will continue on straight through here. It'll look like it's attached to these dudes there. And then, yeah, we'll come over this way and build some more stuff over that way. And there we go. Homemaker. Alrighty, folks. That is going to do it for this episode. I hope you all had fun and maybe learned a trick or two in one way or another or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the next episode we'll continue on with that. We'll find some way to do something with that big door over there and fill all that in with a bunch more layers, etc., etc. Cool. Cool. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.